Assalamualaikum everyone. In this project, we will use Active Directory Group Policy Object to create a strong password policy and improve our organizational security. The first scenario is our user, Ahmad Ali, is forgotten his password and is unable to access the company network. So I'll show you using Active Directory users and computer console. Here is Ahmad Ali account in user organizational unit. To reset his password, I will right click on his account name. As per our security policy, I need to create a temporary password that makes 12 characters long and include uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers and special characters. By checking user must change password at next logon, the system will prompt Ahmad to create a new password immediately after he successfully logs in with this temporary one. This way, temporary password I just created will be never known to anyone but him, which is a great security practice. That's it. The password has been successfully reset.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noradilla. So today, I will demonstrate a user has retired and need to remove the account from the company list. In this scenario, a management staff member named Fatimah Abu has retired from the company. To properly manage her account, we move the account to the retired OU in the Active Directory. Then the account is disabled to prevent any further access to the system while retaining the account data for record keeping purpose. The account will only be deleted after a review period according to company policy to ensure that all necessary data has been safely transferred.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Neo Mau'ul Jamil bin Hamdan. Today I will demonstrate about a new user joined the enterprise and he needs an account. So from the user we create a new user, then we enter their name, and we put the logo name is intern05. Then we set the password. Then we set the user cannot change password, so that they not change password whenever they want. Done. Then the user is added to the user group. Next, to demo it, we can go to the client, so the client computer, go to the other user, then we log in the login information that we just set just now, which is intern05. Enter the password. Then the user can log into the account.
Next, a normal user tries to log into the network without a password. When I check his properties and confirm that he is a member of domain users group, which means the group policy applies to him as well as the rest of all members of ITT565 Corp. From here, we can know detail of log on, so we will try to log in. I will navigate to the added user and then enter his username and intentionally leave the password blank and sign in. As you can see, the system immediately rejects the login attempt. Error message appears. This is the expected behavior. Our group policy is configured to enforce password requirements. This policy is set at the domain level and ensures that all user accounts, including normal account, like Ahmad Ali, must have a valid password. A blank password is not considered valid. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Sofia Nadira and I will be presenting about the scenario where a user with the manager role logs into the network. So this scenario shows how a manager is allowed to log in at any time without time restrictions. In our setup, a user named Sarah Ghazali is part of the manager's organizational unit. we created a special group policy called Manager Policy that does not limit log-on hours. This is different from normal users who are restricted to working hours only. Sarah's account is linked to that policy, so when she logs into a client machine, even outside working hours, she is allowed access without any issues. This shows that the policy is working as expected and that managers have more flexible access to the system compared to regular users. In this scenario, a normal user tries to log into the network with a password that follows a created policy. As the admin, selected user must change password at the next logon. The system immediately prompts Ahmad to create a new private password. As a quick reminder, our policy requires password to be at least 12 characters long and include mix of character and lowercase letter, numbers, and special characters. Ahmad Ali types the both temporary password into the old field and then complex password into both new password and confirm new password fields. Success! The password was accepted.
So for my part of demonstration, I will show a demo for a manager can access the network at any time, while normal user can only access the network during the state time specified in our policy. Meanwhile, managers are granted unrestricted access, meaning they can log into the network at any time. Users are only allowed to log in from Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Any login attempt outside this time will be automatically denied by the system. So for the demo, I use Sarah Ghazali as a manager who can log in anytime. Next, Ahmad Ali as IT support staff, who is a normal user who is restricted by the weekday schedule. So for the user configuration, I configure a group policy to prevent a normal user from accessing the control panel. We can see the setting by go to the user configuration, administrative template and control panel. So we find the setting prohibit access to control panel and PC setting and click enable. After create the policy, when Ahmad try to open the control panel, he will receive a message saying that the access is restricted by the system administrator.
Next, I will explain the user configuration scenario where we prevent access to the command prompt. We created a group policy and applied it to normal users, including interns and IT support staff. The purpose of this policy is to stop users from running commands that might harm the system or change configuration. So we can apply the policy through group policy management under user configuration, administrative template, system, and then prevent access to the command prompt. Here we just click enable and then OK. So after applying it, when users like Ahmad Ali or Charlie Put try to open the command prompt, they get an error message that says access has been restricted by the administrator. This helps protect the system and enforces company security policies.
For the other user configuration, from this scenario, a group policy was applied to disable access to the task manager for specific user groups, such as intern or general users. This was done to prevent unauthorized users from terminating important process, disabling security software, or bypassing system restrictions. The policy was configured and enforced using the group policy management console under the relevant organizational unit. After we set, we can link it to the specific group that we want. After enforcement, users like Ahmad Ali were unable to launch the task manager, as we can see here, and it will receive a message stating that task manager has been disabled by the administrator. This helps maintain the system's stability, enforce security policies, and reduce the risk of tampering with background processes.
So next, for the computer configuration, I apply a group policy to enhance security on computer using the setting called interactive log on machine inactive limit. This policy automatically lock the system if there is no keyboard or mouse activity. So for actual use, the inactive limit was configured to 600 seconds or 10 minutes, which is more practical in real workplace. However, for this demonstration, I have set it to just 5 seconds.
So for this scenario, it is about showing a login message to users before they sign in. We use a group policy setting called interactive logon, which is message text for users attempting to log on. This setting displays a warning or reminder every time someone tries to log into a domain computer. So we can set this up under computer configuration, Windows setting, security settings, local policy, and then search for the security options, and then click interactive logon, which is message text for users attempting to log on. So here we can write anything that we want to show someone that attempt to log on. Okay, the message reminds user that they are using company-owned system and that their activity may be monitored. This is important for legal reasons and helps promote responsible system usage. So when we want to log on, the message will be shown. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Next, we implemented a security-focused group policy called interactive logon. Do not display last username. This setting was applied under the computer configuration. Then we go to the Windows setting, then to the security setting, then local policies, then security option. By enabling this policy, our goal was to prevent the Windows login screen from automatically showing the last user who logged in. Instead, users are required to manually enter both their username and password every time they log on. This increased security by protecting user identity information. It makes it harder for an unauthorized person to guess a wild username and perform a brute force attack. After linking the policy to our user organizational unit, we tested it on the client machine. As expected, the login screen no longer show any previous username, and users were required to type their full credential. This reinforces our organizational security posture, and it is especially useful in shared computer environments.